What's going on, fellow freelancers? Coming at you today with another Anthem video. Today we're going to talk about new information on several game features that has recently come to light. Stay tuned. Alright, so just for fun, I would like to highlight this little feature. BioWare has announced that over the 3-day weekend of the VIP demo, the Stronghold Tyrant Mine was played over 1 million times, and there were over 2 million grabbits mercilessly slaughtered. I know I killed a couple, but 2 million seems excessive, you monsters! Seriously though, they're so fun to kill. Another fun little note I want to throw in there is Ben Irving has already confirmed that the movement speed in Fort Tarsis will be increased in the final game. Yippee yay, all I gotta say. Now we don't know if it's going to be a legit you just move faster or if there's a toggle to sprint. Frankly, I don't care because the snail pace crawl in that zone is ridiculous. Okay, so a couple changes coming to the demo that starts tomorrow. I would like to let you know they have let us know that the infinite load bug and the rubber banding should be fixed and therefore not be a problem. They've also promised something special. And I quote, "I'm looking forward to the open demo weekend starting this Friday and having more players join us. We hope to see everyone from the VIP demo return. See you in game." And then here in the brackets, and make sure to stick around for Sunday afternoon. You'll see a glimpse of some of the cool things we'll be doing in the future. Now, although we don't know what this is, a lot of people, including myself, I'm kind of leaning that way, we're hoping for a Shaper Storm or some kind of big end world event that people can get excited for. So let's hope for that. Definitely log on. If you don't play this weekend, definitely play on Sunday to check that out, and I will definitely cover it on the channel, so look for that as well. In a recent interview with BioWare, we got a little bit of information regarding post-launch, and I quote, "There are a lot of things coming post-launch. We have many different teams who have been working on that stuff for a few weeks already. So you can see different cosmetic items, different creatures, maybe a new region to explore, exclamation point. You'll have different events, different weather states. Anthem is a dynamic world. If you have rain right now, it applies to your jets. You can cool and fly for longer as it cools down your jets. You can use electricity and therefore create larger effects. Try to imagine that we can create different weather states and apply that so not only are new parts of the world going to behave differently, but old parts of the world as well. If it's day or if it's night, some creatures may show up or may be more powerful. We can play with all these variables and create a new narrative for the game." So that's really exciting. They can add new regions, which is cool, but they can also have creative control over the old ones. So it's not just going to sit there and gather dust like a lot of games. And being able to utilize the weather to our potential benefit is really cool. Just consider the possibilities of that. A lot of us already knew you could use the rain to cool your jets down to fly longer, but having the rain actually react to electrical effects or lightning spells, that's awesome. Who knew? I had no clue that was possible. That is very unique, and you don't see that very often in games. So I'm sure you've seen this nonsense. Okay, so they're all reacting based off of this. First of all, it has already been stated like this. One thing to keep in mind is these don't represent final stamped for all eternity pricing. We are iterating on our economy design and balance almost daily. So you're seeing a simple snapshot of one iteration. This is why we tend to not discuss things like pricing, because it's one of those iterative things that's sure to change frequently right up until the day you play the game. So back to here, as you can see, the purple currency, the shards, which is the microtransaction that people pay real money for, it shows 2,000 coins for a armor pack. Now, first of all, we have no idea how much shards are going to cost. It could be 500 per dollar, 200 per dollar, 300 per dollar, 100 per dollar. Nobody has any clue. But of course, a lot of people are assuming it's a 100 to 1 ratio, which would make those packs about 20 bucks. Okay, if that is true, you have a right to be upset. But the fact that you have zero facts, it is extremely irresponsible to jump to conclusions. You have zero clue of how much shards are actually going to cost, or the ratio they will have 1 to 1 against the dollars. And because it's been stated this is not the official set in stone price, it's really stupid to just make these assumptions with zero facts. Let's get off the hate train until we know for sure. Seriously, people. In a recent video, when asked about the game's economy, it was stated, and I quote, "So for Anthem, in terms of the economy, the demo was created quite a few weeks ago, and therefore, while it is a slash of the final game, we have been tweaking and iterating on the economy since then. We did find out that we need to make some changes in regards to the curve in which you gain experience. We also made changes to the amount of in-game currency you get, the prices of items in the store. We had to balance those out so that we could have a better experience overall. We always have the philosophy that we want to be fair to the consumer, to the player, making sure that as long as they play, they always feel rewarded by playing, because you're going to have enough coins to get that cosmetic you wanted to buy. It's not going to be like you've got to play forever to buy that one thing. We wanted to make sure it's always fair to the player, for the player to do so. Of course, there are different items with different rarities and different prices, but we have been tweaking that a lot." That's what Mark Dara meant when he said the economy from the demo is different, because we've been tweaking it a lot over the last few weeks. So again, a lot of assumption going on that the economy is a disaster, or that EA is screwing over the game with microtransactions. It's dumb, it's juvenile, it's irresponsible, it's stupid. Do not make assumptions with zero facts. All you're doing is working yourself up for no reason. Clearly, they are working on keeping things fair. They have been open, honest, and transparent since this whole ordeal started, with everything from day one. They've already said no loot boxes, no shady underhanded tactics, so stop going on about it. It's already been stated it's not going to happen, so drop it. There's no reason for us to assume BioWare's going to go back on their word. Now, if they do, I'll gladly eat humble pie and admit that I was wrong. But again, there's zero reason to believe that they will, so let's not assume that they will. And it's extremely premature. Now, let's move on to other fun things. A lot of people have been asking about PvP in Anthem. It has already been stated that PvP will not exist at launch, but, and I quote, "It's based on how the player base responds," which to me basically means if we want it, they'll consider putting it in. Personally, I don't want it. Anthem doesn't need it. The type of game Anthem is doesn't need it. It doesn't benefit from it, and all it's going to do is make everything unbalanced and screw everything up like it always does. But that's my opinion. Subjective, of course. If they do release it, I hope that it's a good while away from the actual launch. I'd rather see far more important things done first, like new areas, new maps, new javelins, new missions, etc. Added story. Important things. Let's face it, PvP is not important. You really want a PvP, you got tons of PvP games out there, tons of battle royales. This game is not designed for that. Nor is it really built for it. That's not the intent of this game. You want to kill your friends, go do it in the hundreds and hundreds of other cookie cutter games that do PvP. This game is unique in its own right. Let's leave it that way and stop trying to make it a cookie cutter like all the others. All right, well, that's it for me today. Do you guys share my opinions? Do you disagree with me? I'd really love to discuss it. Let me know in the comments below. What are you most excited for? Do you have any concerns? Let me know in the comments below. Like and share, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when new content is coming, and I will see you guys this weekend in the open demo. And also, I will see you next time on the road to Anthem.